Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is turkey fried patties. And these turkey fried patties are made from your leftover turkey, your leftover cooked turkey. So what we're going to do now is get started and showing you how to make them. So pretty much what we're going to do first is get your potatoes boiling and put into a saucepan. I get that already done, and what I mean by getting your potatoes boiling, we're using potato, turkey, onion, we're using stuffing. All of these things you usually have for leftovers if you're making a jigs dinner or a boiled dinner. If not, you can do it separate. Like I got the potatoes boiling, I'm making the dressing. I'm going to show you how to do that. My turkey is cooked. I'm just got to chop it up. So let's do it. So our stuffing is made up of stale breadcrumbs. So you just blend that really small. You can buy it already grated in the stores, or you could use your stale bread. You could bring it in and make it a little smaller, but that's good. We're going to be using a tablespoonful of savory. You can also use summer savory. A tablespoonful of melted butter, just pour it on in. And then we're going to use a couple of pieces of grated onion. I'm just going to grate it on in there. Okay, so why I'm using grated onions is because it gives it a little bit of a moisture as well, and it helps it all bind together. We're going to be putting in a pinch of sea salt and a pinch of pepper. You can put in a little bit more, and then stir this together. So usually if you got turkey, you might have some leftover stuffing. So if you got leftover stuffing, you don't need to make any. You can use your leftover stuffing. But today I'm going to show you to make your own just in case. So that's all you need to do with that. So if you don't have any leftover stuffing and you decided to make your own, we're going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes on a 350 degrees of heat. And I'm just going to reach for the one that I already got made, and then we'll get started on the rest. Okay, so I'll put this one there, close in my oven. So that's 350 degrees of heat for 15 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is put this into a bowl, take my potatoes off the boiler, and then we'll get mashing those. So I peeled about 5 potatoes, and so pretty much all I'm going to do here now is take them out of the boiler and we're going to mash them. I'm going to take a little bit of this broth, show you here now, a little tiny bit, and pour over the top of the dressing, because I want the dressing even a little bit more binding, so that when I start to put it inside of the patties, when I'll explain that to you, it'll be a little more moist. I want it cooked and moist. So that's all we need to do with that. Okay, so we're going to use a tablespoonful of butter and about 1/4 cup of cream. I'm just going to mash that together with a pinch of sea salt and a pinch of black pepper. Now when you're boiling your potatoes, put about a small onion in with the potatoes just to get that nice flavor, and a little bit of sea salt as well, just to get that seasoned while it's boiling. So that's all we need to do there. So after you've mashed it, you just need to mix it around a little to get it all blended together. We're going to let it come to a little bit of a room temperature, and it's easy to handle that way. And what we'll do while we're waiting is chop up some of the turkey. Now any type of meat is good for this. Could be the dark or the light of the turkey, it doesn't matter. It seems to me that we have more dark meat left over than we do the white meat, and so pretty much all you're going to do now is chop this up even in smaller pieces like this. You're going to have to watch your fingers, Raymond.
Yeah, just a little taste.
can't restrain himself. So pretty much that's it. Now we're going to be using maybe about 2 cups of chopped turkey. You could use more. And we're going to be using the mashed potato that we just mashed, and the stuffing is going to be used for in the middle of the patty. And this is a delicious meal, quick meal, and I'll show you all as we go. We're always looking for ways to use our leftover turkey. I don't know about you guys, but I've got so many meals up right now on Bonita's Kitchen that you could use your turkey. You almost need to cook 2 to have it, to be able to make it all. So what I'm going to do now is reach for my potatoes. They may not be at room temperature yet, and we're going to mix this turkey in with it. Okay, so that's good. What we're going to do now is put the turkey in with the mashed potatoes and mix that together. Now, like I was saying, you could use as much turkey as you want. I mean, this when you're making it for yourself, it doesn't matter. The sky's the limit. But if you just wanted to know, Andy, about how much to put in, that is lots. So what we're doing here now is mixing this together so all the turkey is mixed in with your mashed potato. Okay, I wanted to wash my hands, take my ring off, because now what we're going to do is form the patties. And then when I'm going to use this spoon, but you could use a scoop, ice cream scoop, because you're just going to take off just a small amount like this, the same size as what you would to make a patty. And then I'm going to show you how to do that. So after you scoop off about this much, you scoop a little hole in the middle, because what we're going to do, we're going to take our stuffing. It could be either your leftover stuffing or stuffing you made, it doesn't matter. And depending on how big of a patty you're making would be depending on how much you would have. So you just put it in the middle after making a little hole and fold it in, and then we're going to shape out a patty. So this is going to be leftover, or you can make it all separate, turkey, potato and stuffing, and it's going to be fried in the pan, and it's going to look like this. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I'm only going to make 4 to show you, because you pretty well know the idea, because all I can fit right now comfortably in my pan is 4, because I don't want to overcrowd it. So scoop up the amount you need. Like you said, you might want a big patty. You may not want a small one like I got. We almost make these the same size as we make our fish cakes. And then you're going to fold over like this so as you could cover your stuffing. And we call it dressing here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And you just make it like this. And then what I'm going to do is roll it now in flour and put it into our frying pan. Okay, I'm going to just be putting a pinch of sea salt and pepper into our flour, and it doesn't matter how much flour you got in there. If you don't need it, just toss it, but you could start with 1/4 cup first. And then you're going to take your patty and just roll it around like this. Dip it on both sides with the flour. We're going to use about a tablespoonful of butter in our pan, and we'll let that melt. I might put a little bit of oil in there as well. And then I'm going to put my patty down, and we're going to start putting those in there to fry. And then you just fold it into your flour like that. Just roll it in there and put it into the pan. So pretty much all you need to do there now is let it fry for about 2 to 3 minutes on either side, but until golden brown, because everything is cooked except the flour. So we're going to leave that there now, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to turn them over. Just look how lovely that looks. And your pan sometimes haven't got equal frying, and I'm frying on a very small damper. So put it on a medium heat, fry them, everything's cooked. All you need to do is just fry them a nice golden brown like that. I hope I got you excited about using your leftover turkey, because there's so many wonderful meals out there that you could make with your turkey and some of your potatoes. I turn everything into something else because that's the way you get your family to continue eating it. So what I'm going to do now is plate this up. I'm going to serve mine today with 2 sunny side up eggs, but you can have this breakfast, dinner, supper, doesn't matter. Now I'll scoop them up. Okay, so this is our turkey fried patties. I'm going to add my sunny side up eggs with this on the side, and then I'm going to use a little bit of my green tomato chow chow on the side to add with it. Now how delicious is that?
Looking good.
This is as good as it gets, for sure. So pretty much this is going to taste like turkey, potatoes and stuffing. But I'm going to have a little taste as well, and then I'm going to cut one of them to show you the stuffing in the middle. This is exciting. It's just like having your turkey dinner all over again, only it's fried up and all together and served with eggs. I mean, how wonderful is that?
It looked like you were speechless.
I'm speechless, and you're looking at this as if this one is yours. This one's mine. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the center. Now just check out the stuffing in the middle of this. How cool is that? You know what? I can't wait for you to make it. So this is it. If you enjoyed this meal today with leftover turkey, and it's called turkey fried patties, I hope that you make it and use up all that turkey as well. You might even have to cook the second one. And if you enjoyed this meal and you'd like to see more of our traditional, non-traditional Newfoundland and Labrador meals, you can go to www.bonitaskitchen.com. Visit us here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and we will give you all of our recipes. And each time we post a new video, then you will get a notification. Also visit us on our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share with your family so they too could make delicious meals like this. So, from our kitchen to yours, thank you for joining us again today. Have a wonderful day.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours.
If you're here in Newfoundland and Labrador, don't forget to visit beautiful Bay Roberts and join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.